Hi everyone, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Audrey.
And today we are doing the books that we read in the last 2 months and the books we want to read in the next 2 months. So, let's do it.
Let's do it. The first book I read in the last 2 months was Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, and at this point, it is my favorite book of 2016. I absolutely adored this book. Oh my goodness. This book is about Etta Spencer, who is a violin prodigy in New York City in 2016, and one day she is kidnapped by a girl her age named Sophia Ironwood, and she is pushed through a time passage and transported to 1776 New York City on a boat. She has to travel through time, centuries, countries, all over the place to find this thing called the Astrolabe that her mother has planted, and it can read passages, create passages, and destroy passages. It's really powerful. The Ironwood family wants it. They're like the mafia of time travel. The Ironwood family wants it, and her only companion is a legal pirate named Nicholas Carter. And it's a very interesting read, and I absolutely adored this book.
So bad.
It was super awesome. This cover, like this typography. I want to die. It's so beautiful, and I just really loved this book. So this was the first book I read in the last 2 months, and this was a 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. So good.
I want to read it.
It's so
bad.
good.
Like, please, I should take it today just to read it. The first book that I read in the last 2 months was Tiger's Voyage, the 3rd book in the Tiger's Curse series. I'm just trying to get through the series, really. I want to read other books, but I am hooked, and I need to get through it because, like, while I read the book, I'm just like, I want to read something else, but then at the end, there's, of course, the cliffhanger. And so I'm just like, okay, I have to read the next one, and so, and it's a long series.
How many books are in it?
I think there's like 6, but I'm gonna stop after the 4th one and read something
Take
else.
a little breather?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know, but here it is. That's I give it a 3 out of 5, so there it is.
The next book I read was I Darkened by Kirsten White, and this book is super special because super special. It's a signed copy, and I love this book. This book takes place in the 1400s in the Ottoman Empire. I know, Ottoman Empire. I thought it was funny. I just kept thinking of like Ottomans, like in living rooms the whole time I was reading the book. Anyways, it takes place in the 1400s in the Ottoman Empire, and it follows the rough history of Vlad the Impaler, but instead of being Vlad the Impaler, it's Lada. It is a tough girl who is the princess to Wallachia, and she has to decide between her brother, her country, and the person she loves, and figure out how she's gonna get all of that at once. So there's this really great quote in the book that I think sums it up. It says something like, "What will you give up for power?" And I was like, ooh, that's legit. So it's basically this really awesome book, really dark, really creepy. Kirsten White does not hold back from the gore, and her book thanks her for it. It is so beautifully written. Characters are complex and detailed. The plot is very politically driven, very like war strategy. So it's a long read, but it's a really good one. This was a 4.5 out of 5 stars for me.
Next one is the 4th one of Tiger's Curse series. I am almost done.
Hardcover.
I'm almost done. Yeah, this is the one I'm borrowing from my friend because I didn't have time to buy it or money. But, I'm almost done, and maybe I'll tell you guys about it once I finish it. I'm just trying to get through it right now, and then I can finally go on to the next one.
Yay! That'll be nice. The last book I read is actually a short story by Joyce Carol Oates, and I read this one for school, but I really liked it, so I want to include it in this video, and we'll pop up the cover here. It's called Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? It's about a girl named Connie, and it takes place in the 1950s, and she's like this really flirty girl, kind of rebellious from her family. Her mom always thinks she's hanging out with her friends when really she's hanging out at this diner and like meeting boys and stuff like that. And then one day it takes a twist when this guy who talked to her a few nights ago finds her home and like basically attacks her in her home, and it's really freaky. I like got goosebumps while I was reading it. It was so scary.
Why did you read that?
I had to read it for school. And then I had to write like a paper on like the feminist points of it, and it was really actually very interesting. It was very creepy though. Definitely an interesting read. Kind of gave me chills and goosebumps while I was reading it. I was definitely a little bit afraid to open my door for the next few days. This is probably a 3 out of 5 for me. It was my first Joyce Carol Oates story, and I thought her writing was very different and interesting and refreshing.
So next is our TBR, right? My first one is Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake.
I wanna
I'm
read that
really
so
excited
bad.
about reading it. So I have to finish this book that I'm reading, and I can finally read this.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. And I'm really excited. I'm just so excited about to read it. I'll probably read it in like a few days, honestly.
Oh yeah. It looks like a probably not super hard to read.
Yeah.
It's not very long.
Yeah.
Pages. I know. That's amazing.
Like,
I love when pages have that. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So from the summary, it's about these three sisters who are princesses, and once they get to 16, I think when they're 16, they have to fight to become the queen, and that'd be hard because you have to like kill your sisters. But
Sorry, I just like choked when you said that. Like I even knew the summary and I was still like, The first book on my TBR is actually a book that I'm almost done with. Well, I'm not almost done. I'm about halfway through it. It's Furthermore by Tahara Mafi. I've done a tiny little summary on this, but it's basically about Alice and her adventures through this magical land called Furthermore to find her father, who has been missing for 3 years. It's very unique, and Tahara Mafi doesn't state this specifically, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. That's what I'm getting, like serious Alice in Wonderland vibes. Her narrative in this book kind of reminds me of Lemony Snicket in a series of unfortunate events, so I'm liking it better than her young adult series Shatter Me. Definitely an interesting read, and I'm excited to finish it up. I think it'll be my first, like I'll probably finish this next weekend. I'm excited.
my next one is The Black Reckoning, the third book in the Emerald Atlas series.
I love that series so much.
We both love it so much. We both haven't read the third one yet.
I have to reread the first 2 before I read the third one.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
remember what
me
happened
too.
in the second one, except for Rave.
Anyway, I'm really excited to read this. It's about these 3 siblings who have to find all these books and to save the world. In the first book, the Emerald Atlas, the oldest sister Kate has to find the Emerald Atlas, which travels through time. The second book, the middle child Michael has to find the fire.
Michael.
I know, I
He's
love
so
him.
cute.
He's such a nerd. Has to find the Fire Chronicle. And what does that do?
No, the Fire Chronicle is the time one.
No, the Emerald Atlas one.
No, because she goes to like.
Yeah, she uses the Emerald Atlas to
I don't know
travel
what. Then I
to-
don't know what the Fire
Okay,
Chronicle does.
I don't know what the Fire Chronicle does, but then the youngest sister Emma has to find the Black Book of Death, right there.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, I'm really excited to read that.
Me too, but I still have to buy it. My next book I would like to read is A Ring of Endless Light by Madeline L'Engle. True confession of Audrey Elizabeth. I have never read a Madeline L'Engle book. My father is extraordinarily disappointed in me.
That's my
I'm
dad's
sorry.
favorite author too.
Yeah.
I've read this.
I have not.
I'm sorry. This is
I have not read a Madeline L'Engle book yet. I've started this one a few times, but I've never really gotten myself fully into it. But I really want to read it. Like I'm determined to finish it this next 2 months, and I just want to read a Madeline L'Engle book so badly.
I need to read
So
it.
I have this one. It's on my shelf. I'm ready to read it, and I think it's gonna be good. I think it might actually be signed. It might be.
I'm gonna kill you if it's not.
Oh no, that's my dad has his Wrinkle in Time series signed because he
Okay.
met her. He had lunch with her once. I know. You're gonna read all 3 of them?
The first one.
Okay.
Just the first
I was
one.
like,
So
girl.
I got the trilogy in one book, but I'm just gonna read the first one in the next 2 months, hopefully. I'm not gonna read this whole trilogy. That's not gonna
I was
happen.
like, that's a lot of
I am too busy for that. But I'll just read The Summer I Turned Pretty, and hopefully that turns out good. It's just like a little romance book.
Cute little. Jenny Han writes really cute contemporary stories.
I
I'm so excited for Always and Forever Larry Jean.
know!
Good lord.
I was blew up.
Larry Jean and Peter Kay for eternity. They should get married right immediately. I'm not even kidding.
That's such a good book.
I'm
But
not distressed.
it's always good to sometimes just have like little romance novel.
I love a good
because-
contemporary.
Yep. Here it is.
I have 2 more books that I would like to read. I can read about 2 books a month, so I'm hoping to kind of kick that
So
up.
lucky.
I just don't sleep. The next book I would like to read is Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. I actually bought this book the day it came out, unintentionally. Didn't know it was the day it came out. I just thought the cover was pretty, and I mean, it looks like a card, and the back cover is also pretty. So I would like to read this as a, it's like a prequel to Alice in Wonderland, where the Queen of Hearts is this young girl and just like becoming off with her head, you know. I think it's gonna be interesting, kind of a fun read, and I think it'll be good for this like Christmassy season. I don't know, we'll see. And one more book I would like to read in the next 2 months is My Lady Jane by the Lady Janies, Brody Ashton, Cynthia Hand, and Jody Meadows. If I'm gonna be 100% honest, I am extraordinarily skeptical of this book, despite Lauren's glorious reviews. I just think it sounds really weird. I am a little bit nervous.
You shouldn't be.
He turns into a horse. I know. So I don't know. It just sounds very, very weird. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it my best shot, and we'll see how it goes. I think I'll really like Jane's perspective, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle G's very much. I just don't think it's gonna work. We'll see. So yeah, those are some books we have read in the last 2 months and books we would like to read in the next 2 months. Lauren's having a heart attack because of my skepticalness on My Lady Jane.
You'll like the relationship.
He literally turns into a horse. I don't understand.
No. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the relationship.
But he's a horse is she in love with the horse during the
No.
day? Like, I'm so confused by this.
No, she's not. She didn't know that he.
But you keep. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below, let's talk about books that you've read in the last 2 months and would like to read. If you share any of our same books, let us know. We can maybe do a read-along, that would be kind of fun. Make sure to subscribe, it'll be somewhere on this page, go find it. You can watch our last video somewhere in this corner-ish, over here. Somewhere. And I think that's all we've got for you today. Until next time, I'm Audrey.
And I'm Lauren.
And keep on reading.